Hey everybody. Your favorite industrial aspirant here today to build more factory. Today, I think we're going to build the factory. I think it's carbon fiber day, right? Yeah, maybe eventually. If we get there. All right, what are we doing? Get back in it. Hey, that's nice. What I need is to go out and then we're just going to start knocking these down, all right? Oh, this one. This is most important. More coke vented hydrocarbons. We still don't have enough. So I run aimlessly back and forth. We worked on this just the other day, thinking that maybe we had solved the problem. And the answer is we have not. We simply do not have enough venting here. So we're going to have to do a couple things. First, I want you to take a lap. Second, I want a shed here, right? And we're going to buffer this a little bit. We're going to do the same on the other side. Right there. That's good, right? This doesn't even have to be there, I bet. No. Spots out, and then what we could do is when it overflows, which it will inevitably do, we have more storage on here so that it won't back up. It'll keep flowing to the rate of 4 inserters stripping stuff off. And then after that, we need to speed module it. And this is going to be like maximum speeding, right? I'm going to put this problem in the ground. Just like AM5, like that. Do we really need all of that? Probably not. Let's cut it in half and just see what happens. All right, this eats 27 coke a second. And each one of these produces 20. Oh. Yeah, we do need it to be 5.5. What happens if I do that? It's just like, it's almost there right now. Yeah, it's just a little more for a lot of electricity, which I don't really have right now. Things are okay-ish, but I've got the fear. Anyway, can we see this overflow? Just to watch the system at work. All right, this is about done. And we don't have any whales on the way. You're on the way, but you're going to take a while. So this will overflow. All right, then it goes through. Why do I have biocrud? So we're going to check this off, I think. All right, and then it starts buffering itself right here. So it's going to keep flowing. And obviously it's eating faster now. We need better speed modules. That's what I need. It produces a lot of tar and coal gas a second. So it still is not enough for an entire belt. So we are slowing down a bit, and it will clog eventually. But it's flowing is my point. We are still... Well, no, we're not. This guy's eating residual... Now we're out of residual oil. Oh, okay. Too much residual oil. That's you. And that goes into this stuff. Huh. I guess you need to be sped up too. Maybe this was also part of the problem. And I should be putting the speed module right here. You know, in fact, we're going to do that. We're going to let up a tiny bit. Yeah, there we go. And here we can even turn it back up to F5. All right. That's still using a whole lot of power, and I'm not super happy about it. But it should be clearing the residual oil now, right? Yeah, look at that. Okay, it's completely cleared it. Okay, good. Now is this picking up again? Because we were hitting a cycle. Here, maybe I can show you a cycle. High dist. Well, apparently I can't. It was stopping. Oh, it is stopped right now. Oh, or stopped for lack of crude oil. Okay, so if I want more of any of these products, we are now at go get yourself more crude oil. Which I can definitely do. And see, the buffer is now working through. See? And then when it overflows again, it's still not quite clearing everything. So it's going to back up. These are going to run forever, as fast as they can. We'll figure something else out. All right, this is done for now, I think. Anyway, we were getting moondrops and then Corlex and then Arquads, right? I don't want to think about this. All right, next. Bionopelts overflowing with guano. You. And that's right here. When I was messing with things, I obviously messed something up. Ah, this is what I messed up. That's a problem. And you're a problem. There any more? I love tall buildings. All right, so that's now working again. And we're just completely out of bioport critters. I should go get more. Well, maybe someday. All right, that's done. We need more optical cable. Is that actually true? I thought we took care of that. Optical cable. It's fiber, right? Optical fiber. Oh, look, it completely crashed out. I remember we did this, and we were very happy about that. But for right now, it's making nothing at all. Fantastic. I wonder what we burned through. So why are we making nothing? We need plastic. Oh, and that's because iron had stopped, right? You're waiting for the iron niobium, and that's because iron had stopped. Here, let's go take a look. And that's borax. We need more iron, more borax to get more iron. See, look. The borax line completely empty right now. And there, it's pulsing in ever so slowly. And if we go look at the borax patch, it's cranking along. So I think we just need to produce a lot more of this stuff. It's even backing up right here. Like, do we just need... No, we're not backing up on material here. It's free-flowing at the moment. Even though I can't really account for what's happening here. Like, are some of these not going? You're going, you're going, you're going, you're going, you're going. No, I cannot account for it. Show me a graph. Borax. Washed borax. Huh. So what was happening over here? What is this periodic crash? It shouldn't be muddy sludge. And it shouldn't be water. Which only leaves, like, periodic syngas collapse, right? That's just going just fine. This is no problem whatsoever. Is there any problem with syngas production, maybe? I mean, maybe? I know we were having trouble with bitumen for a while there. But I fixed that, right? I mean, it certainly looks fixed. And we've got bitumen production up here with the bees. I wonder why this has stopped. Oh, because we are full up on wax. That's a good place to be. So bitumen is coming only from oil sand processing right here. And you are waiting on naphtha. And naphtha was hydrocarbons, and hydrocarbons was stopping periodically, which I may have just fixed. Or maybe my problems go far deeper than I imagine. That's flowing out sort of slowly. Let's take a look at naphtha production. Naphtha. There's nothing to read in this graph. I wonder why it's not pegged out hard at max. Alright, we're just going to leave that. Here, we're just going to... More raw borax, we're taking that off, because it doesn't seem to be our problem right now. And more optical cable, more epoxy gets left. We have to do more epoxy at some point. Maybe even right now. What we have right now is not what we need. Speed mod Kevlar coating. That doesn't mean anything if optical cable is actually just kind of stalled out. But where, oh where? Where, oh where is optical cable? What's going on here? I mean, you can have more. Oh, it's rotting out. I guess it's rotting out regularly, huh? Because we're missing... What are we all gathered around here for? What are you? Iron. Because iron was stopped because of everything else. Alright, just don't look at it. Don't look at it, it's fine. Just try to find out where we're making optical cable, which is right over there. 3, and then up. Right here. I wanted to speed mod Kevlar coating because those guys got this. But I don't think it really matters at this point. And you got can I kind of slide this over? Get these 4. Alright, there we go. That's a lot of power. This makes 1.3 a second. This eats a little more than that. Alright. So that's no longer the bottleneck right here. Of course, we know what the bottleneck is, and that's no iron. The crud goes by. Alright, we did that. Let's go regulate Vonixes. And I guess our new thing, our new maintenance thing for the day will probably be to try to make a unit of epoxy making that I can copy paste. Alright. First off, do we have any Vonixes? No. There's 2 on the belt. Where did we leave this? I can't remember. It's like, there's some eggs. This is fine. Are you raising Vonixes? No, there's no worms. So there's 2 Vonix worms going around. And they'll eventually come back. We just have to keep checking on this from time to time. I wonder if there's any in... No, I made the claws appropriately limited. Yeah. Yeah, there's 2 actual Vonixes and 2 belts on the belt. Isn't that wonderful to see? But anyway, what I have to do is regulate all of this stuff. Is this going at all? I don't think it should be. No. No, none of these are. Excuse me. Down here. This is where we have to start asking questions. And you're just waiting for more Vonixes to make more eggs. And then this feels like it's coming very close to bricking. Anyway, you are regulated right here. Only 2K eggs on the belt. And that regulation is to all of this. Great. And then you have to be... all of these guys have to be regulated. You will only turn on... like so. When there are, I don't know, like 1,000 cubs on the belt, something like that. Vonix cub? Less than 1,000? No, this is not what I'm supposed to be doing. I always do it this way. Alright, now you. Enabled when cub less than 1,000. There you go. That seems pretty fair to me. And we'll do the other ones as well. Okay, good. All of these properly regulated then. Then we have to make sure we're not flooding the belt with Vonixes, right? Because we sometimes need the eggs, so we can't overfill on either. There we go. We're making eggs. Good. I feel like we're still slightly behind on all this, but well, I don't know. I can't remember exactly where I was. So all of these guys have to be regulated to not flood the world with Vonixes. You're already set up like that. Okay, good. I thought ahead. That's so very rare. Yeah, all of these. Well, let's hope it works. Done. Let's go check her out. Yatoi Alo Uplifting. See how you're going. You still chugging along? Certainly looks like it. Yeah, that's useful. Not sure what I'm going to do with it, but I'm glad I have them. So now, I think we're going to try to figure out epoxy then. Thank you, Notepad. And so for epoxy here, we have to determine whether we are going to expand this system somehow. Reach out and embrace this. I mean, I could use this block right... Well, okay, it should be left for Dilmos. Alright, so what's it take to raise up a... Don't like how this is stuttering. What does it take to raise up an Ulrich? Epoxy. Alright, that's just steady and nowhere near enough. Alright, so what we need all this stuff to make collagen, and collagen spoils, unfortunately. And then we need ponies. Ponies, unfortunately, take a lot. What's the minimum pony recipe? Ulrich is as easy as Augs. Minimum pony is right here. It's just some Ulrich food and some Relesia seeds, and it takes some time. So if we we mushrooms, Ulrich food, Relesia seeds, and then barrels. And the per unit time isn't really relevant to us. Here, let's go build a model or two. And can I speed it up as it is? Maybe I have something I can do in the meantime. Like we have all this room. We have all this room right here. Why not just double this? Like move all this up here. And that's like an interim position. Are we short on ponies? I don't think we are. No. We have, well, ponies we got, friends. I think this might be the play. Alright, let's double Ulrichs then. Right here. So this will go up here like this. Then we'll probably need to double these too, right? I mean, that's what the implication is, right? So like right here. And then, okay, copy, I say. Why are you not doing what I ask of you? Right there. All right, so we need two of these. We might as well use the block, right? That's why we have a block. And then up, 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 up. Okay. Well, I mean, not quite, but still, you see the point. You see what's coming. You see the pattern. You know what's coming. Oh, we could probably just be getting water out of the ground right here. Here, stop this. Enough of this. Give me a pump. Where's one of these? It's like, and that's super easy, right? There. Fresh green water. And it pumps twice as fast as everything else, and there's room for expansion if I need it. So, a complete win, I say. Next. Okay, there we go. That returns the steam there, and you'll start going. All right, so let's kind of shuffle these out of the way. And I'm assuredly 100% going to need to make more than even this. Like, this is not enough what I am doing here today. I kind of don't want to do this. Here, turn this off for a second, guys. And then it's going to get worse. And then it got worse. So what I want is right here, and we don't really have the room. I can make this work. You're going to be in a different configuration. I'll make it work. Landfill. Okay. What I need now... Let's see if we can get by with this. And if not, well, my apologies to everyone, right? That's still connected. Good. Okay. Perfect. Now, steam still has to get out, so that's how that goes. All right, now, one more time. Can we try it again from the top with competency this time? Actually, just get these. Why does it feel like I'm missing something? Feels like I am missing something. Right there. Now it fits. I even have the buildings on me. That's a good feeling. Alright, so how to manage this? We need to get to the bottom, and then come back, and then around, and then up, and then it has to get back again, so we have a Bridges of Königsberg problem here, in that we have to get through here, and then up. I suppose I could split this right here and then go up and then join back down, right? That's kinda not what I want. Here, so let's just say we do something crude, like so. And then just have it join back in? No. Have it curl back. Like so. And then comes back down. So we have like a return. There we go. Something like that. Not the most elegant, to be certain. But it should work, right? There you go. Shovel it in, boys. This should be double the epoxy. I'm gonna have to get more cages, I think. Alright, so the collagen should be doubled. whatever we have right here, just straight 200 now. So you guys might even need to be sped modeled. Why do I have science on me? I don't even know if we can get to that amount. 200 collagen. Here, let's just assume we can't, right? Let's just assume. There we go. And then that's coming around like so. And what are you missing out of your life? Why can't you go? Need more Ulrichs. Can't prod it. We can speed this if necessary. Alright, so we need more cages. And I think probably the answer is 200 more cages. 200 more. 1, 2. And we will see if we can keep this supply, because it's a fairly fast process, thankfully. The ponies don't scream for that long, overall. It's quite pleasant on the whole. Alright, there we go. Shovel them in. And the question is whether we're going to be able to keep up production after this. But that's, you know, probably, I guess. Probably. Maybe I should be stacking right there. Probably not. Alright. Oh, look, we're all doing the spinny. We all be spinny, yo. Good. Good. And I could even speed this up if I wanted to, but I don't think I want to. I think... Oh, I need to have a true mixer at some point. I guess that's going to be right here, right? Not mixer, but side balancer. You know what I mean? True balancer. That's what I need. There. Everything will go on both sides of the belt. And we'll be using everything then. Okay. I don't like how these have stopped for not enough Ulrichs. I wonder if we need another cage catcher. For when the first one is swinging, you know? So yeah, look, it grabbed a couple. That's just efficiency right there. Alright, so we need a few more Ulrichs. And we're just not shoveling onto the belt fast enough? No wait. Is this... We're at the maximum that this can supply? This can supply 4 Ulrichs a second. And this eats at 0.25. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times 4, 20. And we need 5 a second. See? Look at that. Math has shown me what's going wrong. We're not putting enough ponies in cages. We're just not. There. That should supply enough. Assuming that this can keep... And it can't. It can't. Well, we have to have help then, don't we? There we go. And that will keep it emptying. Now we just have to worry about scooping them off the belt. And that's, frankly, not my problem. Oh look, it's backing up right here. Not enough, mind you. But it is backing up a little. Okay. Okay. This counts as more epoxy, right? Here, I think so. Here, we'll take this off. I'm assuming that we have done this process. See, look, we checked it off. So I guess we just assume everything's okay. If we go look at epoxy, right? It's trying to find its way. Maybe we'll go look at Vonix's again, then we'll come back and look at this again. And then we'll start in on carbon fiber. We have to make an entire carbon fiber plant. Okay, on the belt right now we have 2 Vonixes coming around. It kind of feels like what happened last cycle too. Are we raising any? No. So we didn't make any progress at all last time. It's in the exact same position. So it must have come around and we must have rolled really low on this. It still could brick on me, and I'll have to go make more Vonixes in order to try to just roll better, try to start the system. Not looking forward to that. But for right now, we're okay, I guess. There's still enough material in the system to keep trying. Though again, at any time, I suppose I could breed better Ulrichs, right? That could happen. There, all spinning. All good. We probably have too much collagen on the belt. Probably. It's getting used in enormous amounts. Only a bit will rot out here and there. What do you need? More collagen. So I guess... should I put half of it, some part of it, over here? That... No. No, I should not. Maybe I should get bulk inserters. Maybe they'll over insert a little bit. In any case, this is going all right. Here, let's take a look at epoxy now. So we were at 250-ish, 260-ish. And now up here, we're up at near 600-ish. That's more than double. I wonder if we made it slightly more efficient while we did this too. 600 a minute. It's really good. I think we made it a little more efficient on top of everything else. Probably because we have so much collagen on the belt. Now we have our next question, right? Ulrich. Ulrichs and Ulrich consumption. In the last 10 minutes, we are consuming far more than we are making. And that's going to be an interesting little puzzle, isn't it? These guys are going. Most of these guys are going. And we can go breed up a better Ulrich. And we have a better Ulrich recipe, right? But we might not be able to sustain this epoxy production. Like, we might be just draining off all the Ulrichs on this belt. I mean, there's 8K on the belt right now. All right, we're just going to assume this is okay. I'll check back in on it later, right? All these Ulrichs knew where they were going. They're going to be part of science and technology. Anyway, let this go. Borax is still an issue, though, right? I know I erased it, but that didn't mean it actually went away. Let's go look at borax. First, look at syngas, the mother of borax. We're kind of low, aren't we? Yeah, syngas is kind of low. Still being made as hard as it can. It's like this isn't stalled at all. Here, let's take a look. Syngas is... oh, it's periodically crashing. I wonder why. It has to be something bitumen, right? And that has to be something naphtha. Naphtha. Yeah, naphtha just crashed out to nothing. What is that? Is it... I mean, I understand we don't have enough crude oil in place. But it looks like we are venting every product. Do I really just have to go get more crude oil? I mean, I can do that. We can just go hook it up from the south factory, right? Like, literally we have another oil derrick right here, right? Oh no, it completely tapped it out. Okay, never mind. So any bitumen spots around? I thought maybe there was one I never hooked up, but no, we definitely hooked that up. Huh. So right there, I guess, would be the next one, I suppose, and then just bring it up and over. Unless there's one here I'm not seeing somewhere. And it's also an open question whether or not this will actually solve any problems. Maybe we're missing the catalyst for naphtha. There isn't any, it's just gasoline. And we're definitely not going to be running low on any of this stuff. So what's the problem? And NaPH naphtha. What happened here? Just what? Why am I always late to the scene when it comes with this? How are we doing on the vent? The vent's doing just fine. And so we are running, we have more residual mixture venting than we have production, and that's good. And we have coke overflow, and that's good. Why would this ever stop? Unless we run low on steam for some reason. I can almost believe that's true. Why don't we have more steam? Can almost believe this is true. This is just waste steam, right? Yeah, and here's the waste steam out. So maybe we don't have this hooked up right, because where is the steam in? So it has to be from right here. Ah, but this is different, I see. This is steam 20. This is steam 20. This is steam 20. So yes, it does come from both sides. And these guys are not all going. We actually have substantial steam under production here. So that's probably not it. Why do we think this is happening? I don't get it. Oh, it's stopping. Why? Too much naphtha. Too much. Oh, okay. It's the opposite of a bad problem. It's a good problem. Okay, so we solved this so hard, we don't need any naphtha anymore. But why is naphtha not making it over here? Oh, do we have a piping problem? I betcha, I betcha. So this goes over here. Is it being drug out on biofluid? I bet you it is. And we have low biofluid throughput right now. No, we have a dedicated naphtha line going. No, that's for overflow. We're actually burning naphtha. So, okay. Okay, this is something I can do. I can do something about this. And we simply are consuming too much naphtha for the biofluid network. Wait, didn't I just see something really bad? Just out of the corner of my eye. And that's at right here. No raw borax coming in. And that's because no syngas, and that's going to be no bitumen. That's because we don't have enough naphtha coming in the naphtha line. Okay, we need a dedicated naphtha line going out. You know, this is why we play the game, to trace complex problems to the obvious solution, which is myself. Here we have naphtha. And naphtha needs a direct consumer line heading out. Okay, let's do this. Let's hope we don't ever get confused about what line is which. All right, get in my pockets. Come on, you can do it. Luckily, we don't have to go hugely far with this. I mean, pretty far, mind you. But not hugely far. And then we go this way, yes. And bam. And we are in coal processing. No, this is lead processing. And then this is aluminum processing. And now we have to find a new line. Utter tragedy right here. Oh, it doesn't actually work. And then it doesn't work again because of this. And then blah, 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 blah. Okay, good. And then right here, this is tin. Remember back in the days where all I did was hook up one more material every single day? Back when the new factory was young. I miss the simple days. Alright, is this it? This feels very itty to me. Now I'll just pull the plug on... No, it is not it. This is, in fact, something else. All right, where are we going? Like 3 more blocks. Okay. I do know my own factory. I need to bring in more biofluid critters. I need to make a Huzu run. Here? No, still not here. This is just complicating my life here, actually. Actually, we should probably still just go straight through, right? Because the... Oh no. It's broken. Yeah, this does complicate things. We can't do that because it'll touch the walkway. And that is completely and utterly illegal. Okay, good. Good again. And it's probably this completely empty line right here, right? This is the naphtha. Where does it come in? Maybe? Or maybe it's not. Oh wait, right here? Yes. Okay, just pick that up. Done. Get my just filth, get just dirty at my inventory right here. Back. There we go. Plenty of naphtha in the system now. Meanwhile, ew. Oily sand in my pockets. Can hardly imagine anything worse. Okay. And so this was on a cycle. And hopefully we've broken that cycle, right? And we're just pumping out bitumen now. It has all the catalyst it could ever want. Good. Let's go peek at Vonix again. Because I'm very paranoid about this just running dry. So we've done 9 products. And we still have that same 6 eggs. Oh, they're being hatched. That's nice. So we have 1 here, and we really need this to go high, right? Like, what's on the belt? Nothing's on the belt. We need this to go... we need this a solid 4 Vonix. Give me the peak. Because you're at 0 Vonix cubs right now. If this goes to 1, I think we've actually bricked. Is that even moving? Meanwhile, at Ulrich Processing, over here, we are spinning to win. And if we go and look, We've gone through 1,000 Ulrichs, so we have to consider why this isn't going more. We need more bedding on the belt. Okay, I can arrange that. Where is bedding? Bedding can't be put on the belt because we've got so many Ulrichs. So in a way that it's going to regulate itself a little bit, you know? Because of... we're slowed down because we don't have enough on the belt. However... Oh, you can go more than that. And then you are going to be 800. That's how it's going to be. There's going to be more room for stuff on the belt, is what I'm saying, when more of the Ulrichs are gone. And then that will allow us to make more Ulrichs. So maybe it's going to stabilize, perhaps? Maybe. I've got another recipe. What's the next Ulrich recipe look like? So right now we are doing this, which is bedding, food, seeds, and it's 6 for 6. And this is going to be better Ulrich food, and it goes 9 for 9 and faster, right? 130, and this is... So it's not that big of a boost. It needs fiber and quality food. What's the cub production look like? 2 quality food and raw fiber versus 2 food. And what's the difference? This isn't horribly expensive. We could probably boost it to this. Probably going to have to eventually. Alright, don't look at this. It's not real. Are we actually fulfilling epoxy demand? He asks, knowing full well that there's no way. There's fewer things waiting. That means something, right? And epoxy's just flowing in. Yeah. No, it's nice. Good boost. Solid boost. Alright, next. Why are you flashing every once in a while? Oh, you need more froth. So this entire thing should be cranking now. Well, to a point anyway. Alright, don't look at this. We need to start making actual forward progress on the day. And that's, it's time to start making carbon fiber, right? So, hi Irving, how you doing? Still hyper-focused? That's great. We need to figure out, here, come back to me, Notepad, how to do all this stuff. So we got to make a list, then we have to make a model. This is probably going to be this is definitely a 2-day build at least. So give me, here, no, we're going to do it here. Carbon fiber, and we just cannot get enough of this stuff. Oh, it's actually a PySci 3 tech. So we need methyl acrylate and acetonitrile. We have to make them on site. We just have to. So we need methanol reactor. And then to make this mix methyl acetate. Then we need acrylonitrile. And this is made in a fluidized bed reactor. And just all inputs. All right, and so we make that, and then we make this tape-looking thing. And that's in a centrifuge. And then we make this in Lovecraft furnace. And then, after that... Oh no, an advanced foundry. And then this obviously means parentheses, coal power plant. That's going to be really obnoxious. It's affected by productivity, of course, in the advanced foundry. He's a bunch of dicks. All right. We'll figure out a solution for this. And then we need electrolyzers. I'm going to have to find a place that has heat infrastructure nearby. And then this goes into a washer. And then finally we make this in an evaporator. And then lastly, we add epoxy, of course, in a chem plant. This is why I feel like it might need to make it in a whole stack like this, you know, just a whole stack dedicated to all these things. But no, we're not going to do that right now. It'll probably be most efficient to do it that way. And I need tons and tons of this stuff. But it's so far now. All right, let's go shopping. Methanol reactors, where? Right there. And then fluidized bed reactors. We have evaporators. We have Lovecraft furnaces. I don't see any FTS reactors. So let's go grab some. Not FTS, but FBR. Sure. Leave me alone. Spinny things. We already had spinny things. Got that. Advanced foundry. Okay. Coal power plant. Advanced foundry. Electrolyzers we got, right? Yeah. And then washers. Yeah, we got some washers. Evaps. Right there. And chem plants. All right, let's go build a model. So what I'm looking for is where do we have heat infrastructure? And that's down here, right? So right in here is carbon fiber land, I guess. I mean, it's by graphene roll. Yeah, right here we have heat infrastructure. So this will be where we start. Right next to the hot air plant. Okay. Let's go dress that area and then figure out how many city blocks we're going to be consuming with this. Kind of feels like 4 to me right now. 3 or 4. We'll see though. Like these 2 maybe. Okay, very good. Put them all there. All right, so let's build our model. We need a methanol reactor. And you're going to be making acrylonitrile, methyl acrylate. We have 2 recipes. I'm all but certain this is what we're going to want to do. All right, so that, and we also need the fluidized bed reactor. And you guys, in some ratio, yeah, the acrylonitrile. You actually make waste cyanic acid. That's interesting. Oh, there's other recipes. I'm not doing anything with lignin. Like, this is what I'm doing, right? Yeah. Okay. Wait, this is done in something different. Oh, I was looking at the wrong recipe. Or was I? Wait a second. Wait a second. There's molybdenum, iron, propene, and ammonia in FTS. Then there's molybdenum, iron, alkaline, ammonia. Why would... And this is in a chemical plant. It does the exact same thing. It's a slightly different recipe. But only slightly. Propene is cheap, though. Why would I want to do this? It's the same speed as well. And this is a smaller building. I don't get it. The important part is, though, I don't have to get it. Anyway, centrifuge. Centrifuge in order to make the tape. And then after the tape, we throw down a Lovecraft furnace. And you make oxidized pan fiber, erbium. And then after that, we have to do the thing. So Maybe we start this at the bottom and we go from north to south or south to north. We will see. It's right there, and you just represent infrastructure. Then you make pre-carbon fiber right here. That's wonderful. Very happy for you. And then after that is electrolyzer, which is right here. Chloroauric acid. That's nice. Oh, I want to go check on Vonixes again. Excuse me, getting distracted. Squirrel, as they say. Oh, okay, something's happening. We only have one Vonix. This could be in the process of bricking right now. Yeah, I think it only rolled one Vonix out of that last batch. And I don't see any more on the belt. No. So there's none right here. So this is the only batch of eggs we get out. And so this is going to get ejected. And that's 6 eggs. And it goes on the belt. And it gets picked up right here. And it'll join with this. And then we get one more roll. One more. And if this rolls low again, it's bricked. And I have to go print more. Okay, don't think about that. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts. At least printing more isn't a terrible, terrible fate. I'll print like 5 of them. Washer. Washer is next. And then you are treated carbon fiber. And then an evaporator. I just want to figure out relationships. And then finally a chem plant. Okay, so we have our model here. There's a lot of stuff we don't make. Can this be prodded? Yeah, this definitely has to be prodded. So how many steps can be prodded? This is our first question. Because we need as high a throughput of this as we need. Because like one windmill costs like 300 carbon fiber raw. Okay. So this is, can be prodded, you can be prodded. This step needs to be prodded and can't be. This step should be prodded. At least there's a lot of steps. This can be prodded, though it's very expensive. This is where we throw down the highest level efficiency beacons we can manage. And then right here, you cannot be prodded. I really wish you could because you got more expensive stuff going into you. You can't be prodded and you should. You can't be prodded and you should. And then the final step. So enough steps to actually matter, I guess, but not enough overall. So, okay, let's start talking ratios. So this makes 0.4 a second. This makes 0.2 a second. So we need 2 to 1 right here. And then we're making, 0.4 a second, 0.4 a second. And then, oh my God, we only 8 of these for that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just ignore that. And I can't, you should be able to prod this because it's a centrifuge, right? That's the sort of thing this mod would do. All right, so this now does 0.4 a second throughput. Okay. And so that will be 2 of these. Okay, here, back off. Here, just representing infrastructure. 2 of these. And then this is, again, 1 to 1. And then again, oh, wait a second. This is now making 0.4 a second. And then this right here, we're going to need 4 of you guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here. This stuff can't be here. This is bugging me. Sorry. All right, so this is still making 0.4 a second. And then right here, we need 2 of you. And we're still at 0.4 a second. And that means 4U, 2, 3, 4. And then that's going to be 2 of you. So this is the ratio that we're looking at here. The limiting step is obviously the centrifuges. 1 a second is still very, very slow. Very slow. I want to get this thing. Here. I was looking at this and going, no way, this is just terrible. But getting this running, this recipe, puts out 12 carbon fiber, and it's fast. Look at that. I'm just going to have to increase my production of mother liquor, which I could probably do, and then I have to get rid of the coal sludge. It's going to be hard. This is where we get most of our carbon fiber going forward, but we need carbon fiber to get there. Funny how that works. So I guess if this is going to be how it's going to go, I suppose we double all this. It's like, what do you need? You just need stuff. And you put out stuff. This is obviously the slow step. And you're really hard to be sped up too, because you're centrifuges. And you can't be prodded. Great. So I guess we have to make a whole bunch of efficiency mods. For no reason whatsoever. So double this, and we're going to be going for 0.8 carbon fiber a second without any prod mods associated with it. And that's what we'll design for to begin with. So there'll be a block of 4 off this, and that'll be tidy. So what we're talking about is this and this. Why did they make methanol reactors like they did? And then 2 of these. And we figure that out. And that's enough to power 16 of these guys. So just hold on for a second. And then that will be double of you. A lot of this is going to have to be moved to the next block. So all of this can be right here, I suppose. Because we're going to have double of that. And then all of the rest gets moved on to the next block. And I think we can probably fit it all there. Like we can probably even invert it, be a little cute. Like this. So that the heat utilizing step is at the bottom. So we do something like this. Like just use your imagination, right? It's going to look something like so, something like so. This isn't exactly right. Certainly not in the right spot. But it's like that. So the product will come down on the side and then come over and it'll start going up again. And then we can cut these out, put these here somehow. Well, no, we're going to need double of them. So it's going to have to be like this. We can probably make this fit somehow. Yeah. And these guys will be in this row right here. Then we need 2 U's. No, we need 8 of U's now. We can get hot air straight from the source. That's nice. Do I think I can make this work? Well, if necessary, I can pull this up and put it in the next one, right? Have the ingredients leave and then come back. That's a little weird, but it's not super duper weird. And we're building for 0.8 a second. Okay, I'm pretty sure I can make this work. So something like this. It's very slow. So I don't need to use the stack inserters. Yeah, we've got plenty of space here. All right, so the plan. We will stuff these through. They will feed this tape. The tape will come down into this, and this pan fiber the tape will come in right here, and the pan fiber will come out, and then it'll come all the way down here, and it'll get baked down here because this is close to where the heat infrastructure is. Heat infrastructure comes over. And then it gets processed here, and it goes next door, and it gets turned into here, and then up here into this step, and then up into this step, and then carbon fiber is either here or right here, depending on particulars. I think we got a good plan. I think we actually have a plan we might be able to implement today if I really push myself. I, however, must see to a problem, so I'll be back in a moment. Here, we'll look at Vonix's, though. Though it takes like 5 minutes to cycle, so we're probably, yeah. This is like our last, 15? Oh, we rolled high at one point. Okay, never mind, we're saved. We're saved. I can just let this go now, right? I wonder if there's any hiding. You know? Hiding in the claws. And do we have anything on here? No, we're quiet for the moment. But with 15 cubs, yeah, we finally hit the jackpot. And that could turn into, it's 3 more runs. And then, yeah, everything's fine. Everything's fine. All right, I'm going to be right back. Everyone stay here. All right, back. All right, I'm done with all this. Done with you, Notepad. I need buildings. I need electrolyzers, I need evaporators, I need washers, electrolyzers, evaporators, washers, and then a bunch of centrifuges. Evaporators, electrolyzers, washers, and the other thing, centrifuges, spinny boys. So right here, the spinny boys. And then right over here, the electrolyzers. Then we need washers. And then after washers, we needed evaporators. All right, so this should be everything we need. Let's see how fast we can bang this out. And if we get all the way to carbon fiber today, that means tomorrow's special small parts. That's gonna be nice. I'm very scared I don't have enough I do not have enough advanced small parts, not enough ASP. We need sulfuric, methanol, and ethylene chlorohydrin. Anything in huge amounts? Just kind of oxygen, right? I bet you I have sulfuric around here. We need a lot of methanol, though. Alright, so we are almost certainly close to sulfuric acid. Because it's impossible. We have a whole alkaline line right there. It's nearly impossible to be anywhere in the factory and not be close to a sulfuric line. It's like right there. So I just tap into that. And just let that be. I guess I'm going to do that, huh? Okay, sure. So let's start setting this up. You have to be here like this, and this is... Why do you do this? Game, why do you do this? And then you also need nickel plate in, and we're going to need ethylene chlorohydrin. So there's just no getting away from that. How about methanol? Methanol. We don't need that much, I guess. We have a whole production of methanol right here. And you are completely empty because you have no copper. Because it's flowing in, probably because something borax. Don't think about it. All right, so we need about 80 a second at start, at least. Big bada boom. So we're just going to do it straightforwardly to begin with. And if I regret this later, well, it'll be one of the many regrets studying my life. So right there. And we need methanol. I want you to give me methanol in amounts. I need chlorohydrin in amounts. And that's coming. And then sulfuric will pull in from right over here. Like just literally right there. Why do anything else, right? And sulfuric is available. We're even going to do this right here. But then we have a problem, yeah? Because we have to get material in and material out. So I kind of feel like I should sandwich this, you know? So like you go way over there, and you go a little bit over here. And we need a caravans area. Because we don't need much. We only need one thing of nickel. I would be very, very surprised if anything more than one dinosaur is needed here. It just doesn't use very much. And over here we have a more complicated problem. It's going to be burning close to 1 a second. This is going to be burning over 1 a second. So I guess if this works here, then it's got to work over there, right? So it'll be something like this. I'm getting closer to setting this up properly. Why is there so many problems down there? All right, you go over there, and then all of you go further down. Give me space to think. All right, so what we will do is this. Slide it over, and then we will have the nickel plate get out, and then we'll get all the liquids in somehow. I guess we do stack this one, because why not, right? Stacks are definitely the way. And then over here. Great. Then what we'll want to do is just kind of flip it around to the other side of the belt, right? Here, how about we even do this? We do it from the other side. I don't know what went wrong here. Something terrible. Well, work with me, guys. Do we do this right here too? No. Power is, don't look at that. Don't look at it. Power is just fine. So what we'll do here is we'll pull over the sulfuric. Then we just have to get these other things in, which is annoying to say the least. And now we can get up here somehow. And then link over, and this will be methanol. And then we'll do something for chlorohydrin. Why do you do this, game? Why was this someone's idea? You did not have to have an idea like this. Okay, like so. And then it gets turned on. And this shall be the first thing. The first and the only thing. So, am I okay with this? We are a little north. So let's move it down like 2 steps. That's a comfortable position. We want to leave a little space up there always. Now we're putting things in the wrong spot. That's fine. We can fix it. There we go. And clip that. Okay, good. And this is the methanol in. So like so. And then the chlorohydrin in, which I will leave just on the edge of completion here. And that's going to be what's going to turn this on, I think. Well, maybe not. We'll figure that. It's one of the things that's going to turn this on. All right, so this is ready, right? Yeah. I think this is ready. All right, so we need to go get a whole bunch of nickel. And that's well within the capabilities of this dinosaur right here. Oh, you have a lot of stuff. You had an old life. But for right now, you have a new life. And that involves going up to the nickel bin, grabbing yourself a lot of nickel, filling that cargo, coming here, and then emptying that cargo. Go and do that. So he's on his way. Good. Now we have this thing. This is going to be a little different. Yeah. So I have to pick up all this and then align it here. Right there's where it's supposed to go. And then you guys need just a little, right? I wonder why so much is getting blown up. And this is going to go like this, I believe. We'll probably never need more than a single inserter. So like this is how it goes. All right, so that gets in our solids. We probably have oxygen around here somewhere, right? That's something that we should, because I'm pretty sure we drew an oxygen line. That's a carbon dioxide line. Maybe that's what I'm remembering. And we don't have oxygen. Well, if nothing else, we have an oxygen line way, way over on the central rail, right? Or I could just go here. Why are you stopped? Why are we stopped? No methanol. And methanol was stalled out because of reasons. Copper. Well, it's going again. So maybe it's on. I don't know. Don't look at it. Don't think about it. It's not real. Demons. Demons, I say. So in. And then it will be out, and we'll join it onto this line. Like this guy will do a flip right here. You know, a standard flip. Then we'll have both sides on the belt, right? Here, maybe there's a little more elegant way of doing this. Okay. When I say a little more elegant, I actually mean a lot more elegant. All right, there we go. Much better. Now hooking all this up, we need propene. That needs to come. I definitely need to put in more biofluid bots. Propene, please. Do I get ammonia or do I draw a line down from up here, I think? There's plenty of sulfuric. I could have sworn I had ammonia. Oh, we have a methanol line right there. I could have drawn that over instead of having another methanol line. Oh, well. Oh, here comes more. Methanol's working again. Huzzah. I really don't want to bring in oxygen or ammonia. It strikes me as way too slow. But we're going to steal ammonia from over there and see what happens. And this area right here is reserved for something? I wonder why I haven't built there. Why isn't this going? Because we got bumped. And that was really what we should have done anyway. All right, noted. That was our guardian angel attempting to show us the right way and us fighting it as we do. Okay, like so. Let's sneak over like so. The factory might be running. I mean, tech is going. That is a sign that things are well, right? Everything's okay. Tech is going. Technology is advancing. The world is not out to get us. Why are we not getting our chlorohydrin in? Do we not have any chlorohydrin? I think we have a lot of it. Yeah, right here. Yeah, ethylene chlorohydrin. Chloroethanol. And then, where do you go? Are you not on the biofluid network? That would be an enormous oversight, if true. Yeah, it's not on the biofluid network. I was treating it as a pure internal product. That's chloroethanol. That's not ethylene chlorohydrin. Huh. Well, that is a big problem. I mean, not an insurmountable problem by any means. But still, pretty big problem. You're waiting for more copper. That's a lot of copper per. Alright, just ignore that. That's a problem for later. Right now we have a problem for right now. And that's right here. We need to add another product to the area. Ethylene chlorohydrin. There you go. And the entire thing springs to life. Great. So that'll find its way over. Eventually, right? There's the propene, and then we have to get rid of the cyanic somehow. Alright, so step one, still in struggle with. Alright, so let's go this way and just hook up one thing at a time, right? Just get the propene in, one thing at a time. And then maybe we'll move to the next thing. Oh, probably don't have. Why am I not being topped up on anything? It's kind of ominous, actually. Okay, so that's in. The ammonia is also going to be in. Where's the ammonia in? Okay, in the most inconvenient spot. Noted. And then bip, bip, and I'm stuck. All right, done. We're going to take the ammonia from the other area, like I said, there. Ammonia in. Oxygen, I feel really bad asking for oxygen. Do we have oxygen over here? I could have sworn something science-y happened with oxygen at some point. But apparently not. And it's 80 a second off this. It's kind of up in the air whether... Okay, just do it. Just do it. Just pull it off biofluid. And maybe it'll be okay. Maybe it'll be a giant disaster. The worst thing that can happen is I'll have to run another line, which I've done many times before. And at least running a line for oxygen will be very straightforward. Zogna doesn't need oxygen? No, Zogna full up. That's good. And we have an oxygen line right here. Alright, never mind. We're not doing this. We're drawing it all the way around the bottom. We have the oxygen maker over there. We should not be ever short of oxygen in this part of the world. Why are we not being catered to? Why are our eyeballs not filling us up with all of our building equipment? What's going on, guys? You still here? You still at home? Where's the logistics is on? Do we not have any pipe for some reason? No, we do. My bots, why aren't you leaping to my logistical aid? I have 0 on the way. I have plenty in storage. Why isn't this going? What's this? Unfulfilled quests. Oh, were you just not clicked for some reason? Okay. The problem was me. The problem was me all along, friends. Who could have guessed that besides absolutely everybody? Don't know. It's a mystery. Let's get on this. So this is definitely going to be a 2-day build. This isn't going fast enough to be a 1-day build, which is fine. It's a very complicated product. We had to set up an entire production line, so I'm not that sad. The important thing is we made progress and we have direction. Okay. I don't know what I'm saving that area for, but apparently I am. What's going on here? Oh, is this not usable? It's not usable. Oh. That's big sad. So let's drop down to someplace where it is usable. Keep going. We're going to have to deal with heat probably beginning of tomorrow. I'll probably push myself to get through the first block. Tomorrow we'll okay, we can't go here either. I will try to push myself to get through the first block of carbon fiber. And tomorrow we'll do the second block. We might be able to get all the way to special small parts tomorrow. You know? Because I think I have everything else I need. And once I have carbon fiber, it's just here, you assemble them. And special and small parts is a major milestone. Then after that, we start working on machine parts. So I guess we have to... Okay. So cyanic out should be right here. Let's just say this is true, right? This is how it's supposed to... Are you guys really just not hooked up? Oh, okay. Never mind. And that's going to be cyanic out. And then this probably... No, I can't do it like this then. So it has to go on the other side. Highly unfortunate spatially. But make it work like we always do. And just like always, I feel like I'm going too slow. This is only the second ingredient here today. All right, oxygen hooked up. Then what I should probably do is just clip this line, and now I need a dinosaur to get half molybdenum, half iron. And hopefully both of those things are full right now. You are good, right? I want you to go and get molybdenum and then iron. Molybdenum plate, which is... Need more coal. Oh, we have a line for... That's interesting. Load items until we have molybdenum plate, 1500. And then add destination. iron plate. What's wrong with molybdenum right now? Hopefully I won't regret using a small cargo caravan for this. I don't think I will. Circuit condition, compared equals go. Then unload until target, unload until target. Up, up. 1500, 1500. All right, go. Now, question for the class. Why is molybdenum short? Is that because it's mined with refined syngas and we were having trouble with refined syngas? That would make a little bit of sense, yeah? Now it's being made now. We're eating this entire line right here. And there's still room for more prodding. Yeah, we have tons and tons and tons of ore. It's going full tilt. Here, I bet we're going to see a dip. Okay, there we go. Yeah, right there. When we used to have syngas troubles. And hopefully we've got those troubles down now. Syngas. And the only excuse for dipping like that is we're completely full. And I kind of believe that's where we're at. Okay, so the problem will solve itself in time. Or, not. Either one of those is good. Or, not. Right here. And then right here. And a 1 and a 2. Good, good, good. All right, so all of this is good. And lastly, we just need outs, right? Oh, and we also have to get rid of the cyanic acid, which is truly unfortunate. All right, so this produces waste cyanic acid. And I guess the only thing to do for that, very complicated builds, is to run it over here and just tie it into wherever gets rid of it there. So that sounds like a great plan to me, right? Yeah, it's the pipes that take so long, and we're not going to be able to do it here. So, great thinking. Truly great value thought. Then it's right over here, right? I think I'm seeing the right era of stuff. No. Close? Close, not there yet. The factory is made of pipes. The factory is made of pipes. Thank you. Straight across. It's becoming harder and harder to navigate. Then right here, I think. And then you, yes, right there. That's what we want. So, Mr. Power Pole, kindly take a step out of the way. And we will get the first 2 ingredients, which aren't even new. That's the fun part. These are old ingredients. Oh, wait. Where's this going? Here, cycle. It's not going anywhere. Okay, great. There, all hooked up. Good. And we've just recreated what we already had. Fantastic. All right. Then probably shouldn't be doing this yet. I probably should be using a beacon, right? But that just costs power too. Yeah, whatever. I Things are half a gigawatt. Maybe I can put in a light one on top of it, because that's only, what, 60%, and we can cut it still further. Yeah. All right, let's get this done. So what I think we're going to do is probably this. You guys don't put enough throughput. You just don't. So it goes through like that. And then we'll use just this, and we're not even going to stack. That's how much I think of. This is my opinion of this throughput. Okay, so like that, and then we'll get the pairs of inputs around the back, and again, we need a lot more of these, honestly. And it's going to be a very simple thing. I probably should have automated that, but whatever. And just use a splitter, I suppose. We take all this, and like so. Okay, don't actually take it. It was more of a figure of speech. Then we can align this. Probably right here-ish. That is tidiest, I think. And the problem is we've kind of made it hard for ourselves. Which we do. All right, Beacon, where are you? Right here. And you should be like AM3, AM4, FM like 3, something like that. Yeah, it hits them all and it delivers. I don't know, we'll figure that out in a second. Let's not burden ourselves with numbers. I really did this in the most awkward way possible, didn't I? All right, sure. We're just going to do it like this. And I probably can just copy that, yeah? The maximum footprint possible. All right, so this is now you're at the limit. Can I turn you down even more? You're still at the limit. And 8 megawatts to save a lot of more megawatts. Good. And this is 16, so we're still putting a gigawatt of centrifuge online. So go us, right? Prepare to feel the pain. We can cover that with these windmills I'm putting down, right? Yeah, no. No. Okay, and then you just kind of split off right there. There. And we have now polyacrylonitrile, our new thing. And this is again making 0.8 a second. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times 5 is 0.4. So this is again 0.8 a second. This is not a lot of carbon fiber. Towards the end, it only makes 1 unit of carbon fiber, right? Only 1. Ouch. At least there's plenty of room for prod there, and there will be prod, friends. But all of this is only to limp us to the next way, the true way of making carbon fiber, and that's the Simik upgrade recipe. Oh, what's going on here? Hello? Science stopped? Science stopped? Missing Pi-Sci 1? Is that what I'm seeing here? No, missing Logi Science. No, it's right here. Oh, we just need a delivery. And that happens right here. And you're missing something. Oh, you're stuck. You're stuck. Why? Well, alright. No use crying about it. It's probably been that way for a while. I wonder why it got stuck. Unload target. Unload items until target has. These are different phrasings. Are these the same thing? Unload. I don't know. I'm remaking this out of paranoia. 450 and 3K. I don't know if this is different or what. Here. Now go about your business. It's going to be a while for science to be started again, huh? Well, that sucks. It doesn't actually matter, though. And, I mean, in a way, I'm glad it's happening now and not at less convenient times. I don't know where to put this. We'll find out in a second. All right, so you are just really simple process, and we can be prodded. Ooh, this step needs to be prodded. We need more prod mods. We probably want to double it as well, right? Well, if we're doing this, we definitely want to double it. We have space for it. So something like this. That might be the wrong depth. It'll be fine. Then erase this. And this is really all we wanted to do today, huh? I mean, I'm not going to stop, but... And we're going to need oxygen. Good thing we have a pure oxygen line right there. Just ready to tap into. Yeah, so it has to be like... Well, okay, don't do it. Okay, just hold on. Everyone just hold on. It's never going to be sped up because of this. But it's going to be prodded to the hilt because of this. And then we have space for it. And that's good. So let's move you down a little more because we have room. And it's clear we're not going to be putting carbon fiber here. So we might be invading with carbon fiber into this area. And that's fine. Maybe even up here. I don't know. It's going to be fine. It needs a lot of room because it has to be prodded, which means overbuilding on the footprint side of things. All right, there's that. That's all you ever wanted. You need 0.1 a second, so we're never going to need any. We're not going to need stacks. It's right there. Bang, bang, bang. And then, again, it's not making very much a second, so stacks are, again, vanity. Not that I'm against vanity, but... There we go. Boop. Boop. Okay. So this is moving right along. I would resent a step like this in that it's not very interesting. It doesn't seem to be doing much, but it is taking prod. So you are welcome. You may be here. So grab all this and just put it right there, right? Okay, good. And our next job is to get to the next level prod modules. We need them so badly, and then we can speed mod down here and it can be fine. Okay, that works. This is okay. So now you come south. Like so, and you gotta sneak all the way around. So right here to right here. In fact, you're just gonna go all the way to the edge, because I know you're just coming back. And then we're gonna be dealing with this down here. Okay, so we need nitrogen, which I'm all but certain we're not going to be able to have on hand. This needs 5 megawatts. Okay, let's see what happens if I do something like this. and efficiency mods and just turn it all the way up, right? We're spending a lot of power. And it's still producing 18 megawatts, so it's just bad. It is simply bad. You can't really fight a prod mod here with that. It's like maybe one. Like, no, it's still plus 100%. It's like we're never going to be able to do that, so no. Maybe if I stack a whole bunch of beacons on this. Should really plan for that, right? Nah, whatever. Need another soda. Be right back. Alright, the first thing to accomplish here, I think, is getting the infrastructure in and out. And crossing over here is probably going to be a problem. But let's see how bad it is. So you will come here. You will leap very politely. And we will try to get it all the way over to the power plant. Share infrastructure. Makes your life easier. This just misses the problem. So, oh, that's going to thread the needle. It's going to be perfect. So now we have to find out what height we want to put this at. And honestly, that's pretty good, right? Historically. It's a little low. Which is, well, no. It's right about the correct height. Maybe we can even put this a little lower. What are you going to need? Oxalate. And that's... Oh, I'm going to have to bring that in, won't I? Yeah, I'm going to have to... It's going to have to be bottled. Why aren't you running? Why isn't this running? Oh, sugar. And I'm researching that. Or I would be if I wasn't making science right now. Alright, and there's our oxalate. And then you're going to go over there and we have plenty of oxalate. Here, go dump it off. Okay, so we're going to get that. We're going to bring this in. And that's coming off of this place. So I guess it's, once again, efficiency mod o'clock, right? This means it can definitely be run. So just kind of fork it off and do this. And please begin. Oh, I probably should have figured out where it's going to be from side to side first, right? Ah, well. If I have to restart it, it's no huge loss. I mean, I will weep bitterly for having to do it again, but then I'll, you know, do it again. I'll check in on... I've got this urge to look at Vonix's again, but I'll save that for just before the recap. Like, are my Vonix's okay? I haven't checked on my Vonix's in a while. Alright, there we go. Shared infrastructure victory. Meanwhile, you have to... There we go. Well, no. Like that is better. It just gets the touch, right? When doing it like this. Which means I'm definitely going to move this. Alright, that's fine. Yeah, it's a touch. Which means this all has to get slid over. Well, no. I mean, I pick up the thing and waste the heat. But it's not a huge tragedy, right? Oh, maybe it's going to be more than that. Maybe it's an enormous... Yeah, that's an enormous tragedy. Okay. Okay. Maybe I spoke a little too soon about everything being okay. On retrospect, everything's a giant disaster. Alright, so we don't even need a heat pipe here. That's nice. So your materials in come from right here, and you need to get things out. And you're pretty slow. So I guess our out is just right here. Yeah, this is a little tight. Maybe I should have put it up a little bit. But I'm not going to do it now. Maybe it should be farther back and leaving more beacon space right here to really stack beacons. And then squeeze a little bit of prod on this. But that might be thinking too much. And that will cause me problems. Oh, we can go one on one side, one on the other side. That's great. That's what we're going to do. This is too high. I think I'm going to wrap it up after this. And then finish the rest of this next episode. Shouldn't be that hard, right? I mean, we made quite a bit of progress today. Getting the plan done is always one big problem. All right, nitrogen, I think it's pretty obvious it has to come in on biofluid. So we'll put that down right here. Nitrogen. Thank you. Oh, you're not hooked up? Okay, can definitely help that out. Probably not right here, though. How about here? Because this place is finished. There. Are you hooked up now? You happy? Good. And then nitrogen will come in probably in the middle, right? Because this is where I'm going to be able to hide beacons. Then right here to down here, and just really stack them like a 4-4 and then a 5-5 on each of them. And just try to get as much efficiency mods on it as possible in order to get like one prod mod in place. Sure. Oh, and you need graphite too. That's bad, but you need graphite too, right? And that's good. So how much graphite do you need? 2 graphite. And you need 3 graphite. We need lots of graphite. I feel like we need a whale here. Do we have space? We do, kinda. That's a really kinda right there. Because if I have one caravan managing all of this, this is 0.3 a second, this is 0.4 a second, and a bunch of these. So this is 1.2 a second, and this is more. Can we prod this? No. Can we prod this? No. Probably gonna need a few more of these than we have right now, because again, prod. We're gonna need at least double that, because prod. So how to manage this puzzle? Well, first off, you're going to need to get the oxidized pan fiber in. And that's where we come down like this. And then we find some way to do this, right? It's probably going to do something like that, right? There, oxidized pan fiber in the house. And that's set up, and we do the exact opposite over here. All right, good. So the oxidized pan fiber comes in. I don't have, how do I get the graphite over? I guess I have to get a graphite line going up here and then make sure that this is all on one side of the belt, specifically this side. And then we need a graphite line coming in. All this has to scoot up. We might not have room for everything. Because I really like this idea, and we don't have vias. And so what we'll do is have a graphite line going this way, And it's just, there we go. So graphite makes the pan fiber. And we have to make this work somehow, which I guess we can do by this. It's super duper awkward though. I mean, I look at that and just start heaving in my mouth. Maybe I'll think about this. I don't have to finish right now. So we'll have graphite coming out over there. Then nitrogen's hooked up, pan fibers coming in. And this is an out. So you should probably just be coming right here and then loading into here. And this is just a clearinghouse for all of this. Maybe we do this. Do a flower. Maybe not even on this side. Maybe like this. Even though that's probably bad. We can make this work, right? That's intriguing. So we do this like right here. And then we have the pre-carbon fiber coming in on this line right here and getting in. And then the graphite coming out right here. And then product out on the north. Can you be prodded? No. So this is... probably needs more, honestly. So we probably need this. Because of productivity concerns, right? Because we're starting to prod it back here. No, if we start to prod right here, yeah, then it's still not. It's going to be hammered by this right here. We'd have to put in more of these. Maybe I have to redesign this to have more. To take into account prod coming up right there, because if all of these are running, and they should, because this all comes together at 0.8 a second, and it outputs 0.96, and this just doesn't have enough. So this has to be redesigned. It's not quite finished. And we're going to need a few extra up here, and a few extra up here. And you can't be prodded, and you can't be prodded. Alright, so this is not finished. We need probably need to double these, honestly. And that shouldn't be that difficult, right? Like adding one more, certainly. Two more looks like it might be a stretch. We have some more space that we can use. And then this right here, and then this with a couple more. You can always make use of speed mods, except for here. Except for right here. So this needs to be doubled. And then... yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to get these 3 rows in here. I think we're going to have to take this and put it somewhere else. So maybe we just don't do this. As interesting as it is. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean... it's kind of what you do when you have 4 materials. It's kind of what you do. So yeah, this will have to go somewhere else, probably right here. So we'll just push this up and over, and then we'll finish it off in this block. All right, I think I'm done. Yeah, it's 2 hours. This is a good time to stop. Let's go looking on Vonix again. Oh, look, Science Star. Okay, excellent. We're probably going to get to this tech by the time the episode's over. Let's go look at Aloe. Yatoi Aloe. Okay, good. I don't know what I'm doing with these right now, but good. I'm glad I have it. And then Renea. Probably enough to distribute. And over here at Vonix's, yeah, plenty of Vonix's coming together. Do we have more in the claw? Yeah, we do, actually. Yeah, we have plenty of cubs. Okay. Okay, it's time to start intercepting a few of them, I think, in order to increase Vonix production. This is still just fine right here, and I think we're still just fine down here. Yeah, we have 4 Vonixes on the belt. Here, I'm going to program you to start snatching them off. Greater than 2? Like I want to, it's just going to convert them into eggs, and eventually I want to steal a couple. I want to steal a couple here and there. Alright, if Vonix is greater than 3, I want you to grab them. So they're going to come, 4 of them are going to come around. It's going to steal one and stick him right there, and I'm going to use that to increase Vonix production. And we're just going to keep doing that. It's going to take a while. It's going to take a long while to have this really turn on. But that's fine. Okay. Okay, good change. And now we get Arquad specifically for the sugar recipe. I think this is probably good. I don't know. It's the current pressure on Tufa right now. Maybe I should be making that on site. Ooh. Alright, whatever. It says it's pure Tufa nectar, but no, not now. It's something different now. So, lastly, let's go take a look at Ulrich's one more time. Epoxy's just cranking. That's what I want to see. I wonder if there is a balance being found. It looks like the belt is all but barren of... Yeah, we're down to 2K Ulrichs on the belt. And you need more cubs, and we're probably at maximum cub production right now. We could probably get the next... Why is that ever? Here, let's make a note for tomorrow. Check water barrels on Ulrich cubs. Yeah, look at this. And bedding. And we're fine with the amount of bedding. Here, we're going to put even more bedding on there. We shall not suffer for lack of beds. And this is producing epoxy. And epoxy goes to this dinosaur. And this dinosaur goes to here. And here... We still have a line, but we're probably making high-tech stuff, right? Is this going? No. Why aren't you going? No neuroprocessor. Interesting. Why aren't you going? This looks good. Why aren't you going? You need nickel plate. I bet you that can't put it in because the jerky's in the place. I betcha. Is this a good jerky line right here? I betcha. Is this a combined waste line? Yeah, it has to be. It's got meat on it. Okay, so this is great. Obviously really fantastic. Okay, so... We haven't been making neuroprocessor for a while because that hand was misconfigured. Okay. It'll be fine. It will be fine. Everything's going to be okay. I'm fine, you're fine, everyone's fine. Right here we're still missing MOSFETs. Those are microprocessors. And you guys are waiting for this. And that's being made, right? Oh, we're at Timmy Pulp. Is Timmy Pulp having any problems? I wouldn't think so. I mean, this seems like it's full up to me. Like, this whole system's going to its maximum extent, which is not actually what I would have wanted to see. It's not stuck on anything. No. Well, crap. That's a problem. Do we have enough antimony? No, we need more of this. We need more antimony. Okay, this entire thing is insufficient at this point. And the slow step is right here because all of the pulp is being siphoned out to be turned into wafers. And we're only having the concentrate turn into oxide. That is... and it's coming out at maximum speed. Alright. So I guess we have a whole new antimony recipe, right? Which we have to implement at some point. Let's take a look at what that is. Antimony. So this takes pulp 2, which we don't have. It makes pulp 3 and low concentrate. And then pulp 3, which by extension we don't have. Pulp 4, and then it goes to pulp 4, and then to low concentrate and low concentrate. And then the low concentrate goes to 11%. How wonderful. And then the 11% gets concentrated to 53%. And that's the 58%. Blah. And that's the good stuff right there. But it starts with that which we do not have, which is antimony pulp 2. Because it keeps getting siphoned. Oh. I see. Is this real? Don't look at that. So we don't have the Dow froth. Okay, that's a fixable problem, right? And this has a direct Dow froth line, so Dow froth isn't being made. And that's right there, right? Dow froth. And you need methanol, and you don't have it. And methanol needs syngas, and we don't have it. And syngas needs bitumen, and we don't. Okay, we're going in circles. This is where we started off the episode. Did I mess this up? Tailings. Okay, it's something different. We don't have enough of a tailings vent right now. And if we go look at tailings, right there, we are up at 100K and it is pumping out. Looks like we have excess capacity here. So we go look at our tailings vent, and these get rid of an astonishing amount of tailings a second. And yet it's almost enough. Here, we're just going to put this down. Check bitumen tailings line. Then if necessary, we'll just speed module this, I guess. Let's put a speed beacon right here, get a lot of value out. Anyway, I'm done now. Just everything's okay-ish, you know? We made good progress. Got halfway through carbon fiber, which is a very important build. So like that. Yeah, that's right. And right about there. Okay, and now, there we go. Okay, what did we do today, ladies and gentlemen? Well, we ran all over the place doing all sorts of stuff, like we do. We doubled epoxy, and we probably can't keep it up because we probably don't have enough Ulrichs being made, but I'm going to have to make a dedicated Ulrich to epoxy pipeline, like right here maybe. I don't know where it's going to go. I don't know what it's going to look like. I took the easy way out right now and just doubled it. And I don't know what else to do about it. So we're just going to say this is fine for now. And if it's not, I'm not going to care about it. After that, we babied Vonixes. Vonixes are doing just fine at the moment. No problems at all right there. And after that, there was a couple other things we did. We messed with the hydrocarbon coke vent again. I don't think we had any big builds anywhere. We did some small things, but then the big thing at the end of it was we did the first half of carbon fiber right here and then down to here. And then tomorrow we'll finish it off, and it's probably going to spill over to right there, and that's fine. Then we'll have carbon fiber, which is a very important ingredient going forward. We're not going to have anywhere near enough of it ever. I mean, just flat ever. I'm shooting for somewhere around 1 a second production. That is not enough at all. And it's using like 2 and a bit city blocks to get there. Luckily, there's a way out of this in a Simik recipe, but I'm going to have to do that at some point. Anyway, science stopped. Science got fixed again. Fixed a bunch of small stuff. Everything's doing really well right now. Research 2 techs. How upset can I be? So yeah, I'm now done. Thank you very much, everyone. I will see you all next time. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye. 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 Bye.